unlocked tonight. That's nice.
Did he say the door's unlocked tonight?
It did. It was unlocked. That was nice. What's up, dude? What's up, Tom?
How's it going?
Good. How's it going with you? Where's Weber at?
He said last week he wasn't coming.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he didn't give a reason. He just said he wouldn't be here this week.
Nice. Awesome. That's exciting. What's going on with you?
Not much.
Yeah?
How about you?
I don't know. It's been okay. We just still I mean, not irked about, well, I'm kind of irked.
What?
Well, I mean, I watched the video. You know I watched the video, so you did it, obviously had the door locked on purpose. So I wasn't wrong in calling you out on that, but I looked like I was wrong. Everybody called me a douche for it. I don't know why.
Who called you douche?
I don't know. Everybody was. You guys were all
douche?
You guys were all acting like I was angry and painted me in a corner.
You were angry about it.
I thought I was suspicious, and I think I was rightfully so. Obviously, I was right. And what irks me even more is that you trust Weber. Trust Weber more than me, dude. I am your boy. Been your boy for years, and you're gonna trust Weber over me.
Look, for that, I trusted. Look. Want me to be honest here?
Sure.
Joe, I've always wondered if you've been involved with this stuff. So I came up with this, and the whole plan backfired on me anyway, but I came up with this plan.
Wait, did it backfire on it? Did you show that we weren't like two codes? Like you try and smoke something, you try and smoke something out of the hole, and nothing comes out of the hole, it means there was nothing in there. So obviously I wasn't a suspect, or I would have told you I was. Do you trust me now?
Who tells you that I'm a suspect, you should trust me? Who says that?
No, I'm saying you were trying to smoke whatever, you were doing a smoke show.
I thought for sure if we did something elaborate like this, because I don't trust this Don dude at all. And then I was like, he has to be working with somebody. We've talked about this, Tom, many times, that we think that somebody on the inside has got to be giving information out to somebody.
Yeah, but now, you thought it was me. That's what irks me. Like, it can't be Weber? It could be Weber? I mean, what do you think of me? Because
I don't think because I don't think some of the things were Weber, because Weber was out of town a lot.
But there's two people though. You don't have cell phones, or you can't text message somebody. You don't have to be in town to perpetrate an act.
I'm just saying that for some reason, my mind went right to you. Like you're who knows about our security system, all that kind of stuff. You do.
Oh, I don't know that much about your security.
Out of everybody else, though, I mean, that's why I trusted Weber more than you. I don't think he knows that much.
So just because of security system, you trust Weber more than me. That's the only reason.
Well,
you buy it.
The other thing is, look at the way you stuck up for Don so much.
Nah, well, that's not fair, dude. Of course I'm going to stick up against Don if he's going against Weber. I mean, it doesn't matter who the other person was. It could have been Donald Trump against Weber. I'd probably have his back, too. Just kidding. I'd probably have Weber back in that situation.
Joe, you have a thing against Weber. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah, I mean, all the time. So it's like, why would I think that, with Weber, that it's anything more than just animosity towards him? Because that's what it always seems like.
That's what I'm saying to you. That's exactly what I would think it was. Not me backing Don necessarily, but me being against Weber. More me being against Weber than me backing Don is what I'm saying to you. Is that that's why I was backing Don so much.
But all I was trying to do is smoke out whoever was doing...
Right, and what did you get out of it?
I didn't get anything out of it.
Exactly, you got no information because obviously I wasn't one of the rats.
Because when Weber went over there, I was thinking that Don's going to sit there and say something about like, oh, you want to prank him too? You can join our group.
Come on, dude. You know what rat doesn't run away from smoke? The one that's blowing on the flame. You're lighting the fire, Weber's blowing on the flame. I mean, he's the one that's involved in it.
That doesn't make any sense.
How do you figure?
Because, like I said, he was out of town sometimes. Like, it doesn't make any sense for him to be... Like, maybe he is connected, right? Maybe he is. But why wouldn't I think maybe you are, too?
Well, you obviously do think that I was, but now you proved that I wasn't by trying to smoke me out, and I didn't fall for it.
I was trying to... Well, Joe, I was trying to figure out who had inside information for this whole thing, right? And there's very few people that had inside information. Like, for instance, going to the when the car got taken.
Yeah, well, how would I have inside information? I was there with you. We didn't have any cell service on our phone.
Right,
and why would I set myself up to walk miles and miles through the woods at night to get back here? For all people that you know, who would be the person that would most likely not do that? This right here, and you know it, dude. I would never. All right, maybe Tom and then me. If not me, then Tom.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't make sense why you would want to walk that far of a distance.
Yeah, and also, speaking of the car and being out there, I saw, you didn't see the comments about John Haggerty having the keys. What if he's involved in it?
Oh, you talking about my spare key?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody would have needed spare keys. This guy left the keys in the car. Besides that, John Haggerty...
Yeah, that is right. That's
I haven't even talked to John Haggerty, right? All of a sudden, he comes out of the blue. That means somebody else would have to be in cahoots with him.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point, Tommy. You left the keys in the ignition?
I left them like on the seat. And Joe, you said it yourself. I'm, if not number one, then number two in terms of who doesn't want to be walking around the woods in the middle of the night.
Brings up a good point. But I was just thinking, though, who else would have access to the security system?
But see, here's the thing. It's like with that, John Haggerty, there's no way that he would know where we went. Because
No, you're right.
How do you even give directions to that?
Yeah, there's no way. Somebody had to show him. And in Tom's defense, he would have no way how to tell anybody to get there either.
My sense of direction sucks.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, no, I know, that's what I'm saying. His defense, he would have no idea how to get there.
When he's driving us just down the corner,
On
we have
roads with names, he has a hard time figuring it out, let alone on back there, because it was off a road with a name.
But there's no way.
Especially in the dark.
No, it couldn't have been. Well, I don't think. No, well, obviously it wasn't. I didn't think about him being so far away.
The only people that knew about anything about that was me, you, Kevin, Tom. Was Weber ever there? I don't even know. Was Weber there?
No.
JT?
JT was there.
JT, huh?
He's in Pittsgrove. Grew up here.
But see, he'd have to be in it with somebody else, though. He'd have to be. And how would he know that we were... Because how would he know that we were there then? Going there then? That's what I'm saying. The only people that knew that would have been us.
Unless he knows...
You couldn't see my car from the road. There's no way.
So, in your mind, it has to be either me, Kevin, or Tom. You're saying that because
you, Kevin, or Tom? I mean, Weber's definitely not scratched off of the...
There had been a way that JT could have found that out, though. There has to be. Like, what if... I don't know why...
He could have found out if somebody told him.
But who, though? You'd either say it's me, Tom, or Kevin, then, if it wasn't you. Who else knew we were going back there?
He
could have just known. Maybe we asked him to, I don't know, come with. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. There's other things that doesn't make sense for him. That's why I think there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Who knows? That's what I'm saying. And look, Don, all of a sudden... But think about this, Joe. All of a sudden, this creep comes over my house, right? Peeking through our windows and stuff like that. All of a sudden, he shows up. And it just kind of feels like he was part of this. That's why I went to this extreme to see if it was him.
Well, I get that, but it still irks me that you trusted him, trusted Weber over me and Kevin. If you trusted Kevin over me, I would get it. You've known him longer. You barely even know Weber. He's Kevin's boy, not your boy.
I don't trust Kevin. I mean, do you think Kevin would do something like this? Like this elaborate, this kind of stuff?
No, I definitely don't think Kevin would do something that's elaborate. That's for sure. No, and
I don't put things past Weber because Weber, he didn't have any problem whatsoever when I said, "Hey, could you do this?" He was all over it.
Of course he is, dude. He's willing to do whatever you gotta do.
Even willing to work with you.
What's that?
Even willing to work with you.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know why you're so quick to dismiss him. Just because he's on vacation.
No, I think you get me wrong. I don't dismiss him. I was trying to find out if it was Don and if it was you involved in this.
How do you feel about it now?
I'm back to square one, basically.
So you still can't say you don't think I'm involved?
No, I don't think you were involved with some of the stuff, for sure. I know that. There's no way. I know that there's no way you're going to want to walk.
No, 100%.
I remember Creation. Yeah. We go to Creation, and it was only a quarter-mile walk from the stage to the thing, and you wanted to take a bus. Well, maybe a half mile.
It wasn't like a bus. It was like they had like a thing shuttle. It was like a shuttle. They had school buses. It's a shuttle.
They were school buses. They were like regular-sized school buses.
It's called shuttles when at concerts, bro.
Yeah. It was still a big yellow thing that said school bus on it.
Anyway, and I was younger then, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my knees are way worse shape now.
Right, exactly. You have
uneven terrain in the dark with flip-flops on.
And come on, bro. You lost.
Right. And I lost a flip-flop that day. Yeah. Yeah, like it's me.
And that's what I'm saying. I know that Tom would never do anything where he would have to walk like that. First of all, he doesn't even like the woods.
No, and in the
I don't even like outside in general.
Right.
or outside in general. But yeah, the woods. No, you're right. That's not his vibe. So
It's Kevin's vibe, though. He loves being in the woods. Speaking of Kevin, what time you got to pick him up?
He's not coming tonight.
Why?
He's pissed.
Pissed at what?
What do you mean? What? You didn't trust me. You trusted Kevin over him, and and me over him, over Kevin, or over Weber. I mean, he's pissed.
Seriously?